Aloha, everyone, and a warm welcome to another weekly update of vacation rentals here on Oahu. My name is Bryan, the broker in charge of Halipuna Real Estate, and also a partner of Island Stays Hawai'i, a premier vacation rental management company here on Oahu. And quite a busy week this past week, 18 new listings and 14 sold transactions. Several of these new listings, wow, the sellers are really pushing valuations, and I'll get more detail on that in a moment. For the 14 sold, still a cash buyer market. 13 of the 14 were cash transactions, which really incredible. Record selling price for this unit, Kalakauan. And a couple of things I just want to bring up to your attention, since this is the first video of this month, is that for units at Moana Hotel, Trump Tower, which is rebranded as Kalahi, as well as Ritz-Carlton, units in these buildings really don't make very appealing prospects for a lot of investors. So I'm not going to go into detail on these units or the buildings. So if you have any specific questions, just contact me directly. Also, for all the new listings, the units in these buildings that I cover as new listings, if you go to the description of this video, you will find Airbnb links to quality units in all these buildings. So you can kind of get an idea of occupancy, nightly rates that's currently going on. But if you have any questions about income, anything about vacation rental properties, contact me anytime. I'm happy to be of service to you in any way I can. And if you if I'm not covering anything, if I'm missing anything that you'd like more information on, feel free to leave a comment on the video and I'll definitely respond very quickly. And with all that stuff disclosed, let's get started here with Moana Hotel, the studio. So this is a studio on the 6th floor, 246 square feet. This price $170,000. Your city views. Here's your fees and what it covers. Next, we have this penthouse unit over at the Bamboo. It's a studio, 306 square feet. This is just a relisting. This unit's actually been on the market for about 7 months. Originally listed at $450,000. Obviously not $329,000. Here's your fees here, what it covers. Now, months ago, I had a client who was looking to buy in this building, and I wrote letters to off-market owners trying to find some off-market opportunities. And this owner did contact me. So I toured this with the client. A couple of things to point out is that this is incorrect. If I was a seller, I would not be happy, because this unit actually does have some great ocean views once you go on the lanai. But also I want to point out is that the elevator only goes to the 12th floor. So you have to take quite a bit of steps to get up this unit. And it really turned me and my client off, is that it just didn't seem like it was very good experience for guests to have to lug their luggage up 2 flights of stairs. Also, this is a wraparound lanai, but I'm really surprised that the association really allows people to go out there, because there's a lot of exposed pipes. You have wiring you can see here. So it's not the most user-friendly to go out here. I mean, this area is pretty nicely kind of cleaned up, but once you walk around the whole lanai, it's really, you can't sit anywhere, because again, there's pipes and some wiring. But overall, nice unit. Murphy bed. Got some cabinets there. I think $329,000 is a much more realistic price. So I would think it'd probably go in escrow pretty quickly at this price point, but $450,000 was really, I mean, my client kind of liked the unit at the right price point, but in our conversations with the seller at that time, they were very set on trying to get a premium, and we just didn't want to even go there. So just giving you this is all pictures from lanai. So here again, great ocean views once you're on the lanai. And really nice pool deck. A lot of clients that I've shown this property to is that they just love, this is a very private, despite being right on Kuhio, this area is really quiet, has a restaurant, just got a really good feel to it back here, in little nice sanctuary. Trump Tower Kalahi, this is a studio, 418 square feet on 17th floor, $348,000. Not a bad price at all, in my opinion. Fees here and what it covers. Kuhio, studio on the 8th floor, 255 square feet, priced at $350,000. Here's your views, your monthly fees. This is actually a pretty nice unit here. I'm going to share this with the client to see if they might be interested in making an offer. popcorn ceiling, but you're going to have a little ocean view here. I do like how this is so nicely staged. So Kuhio building has several different floor plans, and this unit being at 255 square feet, it's kind of the middle of the range. I do prefer the larger units that are above 280 square feet. They have 2 lanais. So here we have a little ocean view here from the lanai, which is pretty rare. A nice little kitchenette area. Shower's quite nice. Yeah, curious to see what that's going to sell for. Island Colony, a studio on the 38th floor, 280 square feet, priced at $410,000. Boy, this one, and there's a couple other Island Colony units this week that sellers are really pushing the valuation. The highest selling studio in Island Colony thus far is sold for $420,000 this past July. And I mean, this is some nice views, but I just don't think it seems like it's overpriced a little bit. This building does have some nice spacious lanais, and this past summer the association completed replacing the drain lines in the building, so that's a big capital improvement. This building has a really nice pool deck, has a restaurant on the first floor, has a mini mart on the 6th floor where the pool deck's at. Really spacious pool deck, large barbecue area. There's a good shot of it. And then the rest of the deck wrapped around here. You have an exercise room, large laundry facility down here. One thing to point out about this building is that the only laundry facility is on this floor, so it's not the most convenient. Good picture there. Yeah, really nice photos. Another student island colony on the 38th floor, 316 square feet, priced at $415,000. So this unit is tenant occupied. It's not being ran as a vacation rental. So the furnishings are not included in the sale. They can be purchased, but they're not included in the purchase price, like most vacation rentals are. And if I had a client buying this unit as a vacation rental, I'm really not too keen on the furnishings as they are anyways. I'd probably refurnish. Nice to have no popcorn ceiling. I mean, they call it excellent condition. I'm really not the biggest fan of it, but we'll see what that sells for. Royal Garden at Waikiki. This is a studio on the 18th floor, 332 square feet, price at $430,000. Right of use here, your monthly fees and what it covers. This building's located between Alawai and Kuhio. I really love the lobby area. And just around this corner here, there's a game room. Also, the pool's on this floor. It's a well-maintained building. Pretty nice studio here. I'd refurnish it a little bit. Has a original bathroom countertop, so not the most quality photos. But that's priced pretty well. Waikiki Grand Hotel, a studio on the 2nd floor, 363 square feet, priced at $430,000. City views, here's your fees here. I love the location of this building, right off of Kapahulu, very close proximity to main Waikiki Beach. Here you have the Honolulu Zoo, then Kapulani Park right over here. And a beautiful unit. My concern though, being on the 2nd floor, there's a lot of street traffic, pedestrian traffic on Kapahulu, so you'll be dealing with some noise. But nicely done kitchen. Looks like the unit has a good feel to it. If it was a higher floor, I would think they could get that price, but just again, being on the 2nd floor, it might sell for less than that just because of all the noise issues. Another Studio Island Colony. This is penthouse on the 44th floor, 316 square feet, priced at $475. So the furnishings are included. I think this is just really overpriced though. It's nice it has an actual built-in cooktop. It's gonna have some stellar views as well. I'm just not too keen on the furnishings. But even if it was really nicely furnished, I'd still think $475 is pushing the valuation. I just don't think they're gonna get it. Moving over to Ilikai. This is a studio over on the second floor, 420 square feet, priced at $519,000. It's been a long time since I've seen a unit Ilikai priced below $600,000. And the reason for this is two things. One is being located on the second floor, you're going to deal with a whole lot of traffic and pedestrian noise. And the other thing is that being on the second floor, if you do want to operate your unit as a vacation rental and not use the hotel management services, you have to still pay for the hotel's house cleaning services, which is on a daily basis. It gets very expensive. And if your unit needs any repairs, you have to use the hotel's maintenance services as well. Given those two things, I still think $519 is pretty stellar price for this in this market. So units on the city street. So this is Ala Moana Boulevard. Very heavily trafficked. And also here's the main entrance of the hotel. Good shot of the exterior of the building. So yeah, I think that's price pretty attractive. Marine Surf Studio, 392 square feet on the fourth floor, $615,000. This is another one where they're just really pushing the valuation. Highest selling studio ever at Marine Surf was $590,000, and that was on the top floor, sold back in June of this year. This is really a stunning unit though. But with this one, there's now 3 studios at Marine Surf priced above $600,000. And I just don't see how the numbers work at any price point in the $600,000s. Even the high fives, to me, it gets questionable. But this is beautiful. I've never seen such a great kitchenette area, built-in countertop, dishwasher, refrigerator. I mean, just really quality. But all 3 units that are priced above $600,000 are very quality units. This unit's much different interior than the other 2 units. I like the shower here. It would be nice if they updated that countertop though. Here's your lobby area. So I'm watching these closely. I have a client who owns in Marine Surf. They bought their unit at a significantly lower price than this. There are 2 restaurants. There's a steakhouse here, then a seafood restaurant right over this way. And these units do come with parking. But yeah, I'll be shocked if any of these units sell above $600,000. But keeping a close eye on it. Island Colony, 1 bed, 1 bath, 563 square feet on the 42nd floor. But look at that, $629,000. Another seller asking for a steep premium for their unit. I could see if this unit was fully remodeled and properly staged, maybe they'd get above $600,000, but you got popcorn here, not keen on this stuff. Most 1 bedrooms sell in the low to mid. Well, really upper, it depends. Like if it's a fixture, it might sell below $500,000. A lot of nicer 1 bedrooms sell in the low to mid $500,000. So this is being on a higher floor. You're gonna have some great Ocean City views. But to me, still asking for a premium, and I just don't see how the numbers work. And please note about this building, if you want to do vacation rentals and not use the hotel's management services, you have to sign a licensing agreement with the hotel operator. And you also have to pay a royalty fee, and you have to pay a front desk fee. And all those add 7 to 9% to your operating expenses. And look at this, they're asking a premium and original bathroom. You got mildew stains. Yeah, I'm almost speechless. That's remarkable. See how long that's going to be on the market for. Waikiki Banyan. This is a nice one bed, one bath. Does come with parking on the 29th floor of Tower 1, which is a Makai Tower. 557 square feet, price is $715,000. Not a bad price point in my opinion. But this picture's a little deceiving. I'll show you in a moment. Here's your views here, your monthly fees. And I mentioned this the last two updates, but the association recently just approved to increase the monthly the association dues for 2025. They're increasing it by 25%. And there's also going to be a special assessment next year of $500 a month. So just keep that in mind that your monthly expenses are going to be increasing quite a bit for 2025. And I have not discovered yet how long the special assessment is going to last, at least for 1 year. So this shot here, the unit actually has a direct view of the Hilton next door. You're just looking at buildings. So this one, the agent's looking, or the photographer's really looking over the lanai to get this shot. And another thing to point out is that just below here, there's a vacant lot. It's used by the Marriott for valet parking. I've talked to other agents about this. No one's ever heard about this lot being redeveloped, but if it is developed, you're going to be losing a huge chunk of this view here. You're probably just going to retain an ocean, little peekaboo ocean view over here. So this is a more accurate view of, if you're in your living room, the kitchen area, looking straight out, this is your view. Only way you're going to capture that ocean view is if you're over here and leaning over a little bit. Obviously, unit needs to be fully remodeled. Popcorn ceiling, but there is no asbestos in the ceiling in this building. And based on comps, this to me is a good price. Ritz-Carlton studio, 510 square feet on the 14th floor, $750,000. Here's your fees here. Moving back to Waikiki Banyan, this is a good opportunity here, in my opinion. On the 27th floor of the Makai Tower, the largest square floor plan, 594 square feet. So it has a galley kitchen here. I'll show you in a moment. Again, one bed, one bath with parking. This is kind of pushing, in my opinion, because the unit does need to be remodeled. But stellar views, and that you have ocean views, mountain views from the bedroom here. And then you have the dedicated kitchen space here. And this is going to have some ocean views once you open up those blinds. And this is nice here. This is an upgrade or a customization where they put this door here. That's not original. Looks like they have a Murphy bed there. Upgraded kitchen cabinets, obviously. Yeah, it's priced high. I mean, if it was fully remodeled, I could see it, but I'd almost want to just go in here and almost do a complete gut job if you want to get the highest nightly rate from your guest. A good shot there. But people are still paying premiums for units at Banyan. I don't know if they're not aware of the increase in monthly fees and the special assessment, or if people just think Banyan's a must-have, but I'm shocked at what people are paying, and this to me is another seller asking for a premium valuation. And I'd be a little worried if my client paid that price point. Here's another crazy price point, in my opinion. 30th floor in Tower 2, which is a Malka Tower, 900,000, 533 square foot unit. I could see if this had ocean, like really smack good ocean views, the comps would justify 900,000, but again, if I had a client who wanted to make an offer on this unit, I would not advise 900,000. I just don't see, again, another where the financials work on something like this based on income potential in the unit in this condition. Here's a really quality unit. I think this is a great opportunity. 2-bed, 2-bath at 2465 Kuhio on the 16th floor, 987 square feet. So one of the larger units, $1,050,000. Here's your views, monthly fees. So there is a special assessment right now because the buildings has to do some spalling work, repainting. So they're doing some nice capital improvements to this building. And these units are unique where you can separate and have it 1 bedroom and then another rental space as a studio. This is the main unit here. Overall, nicely done. They upgrade the kitchen. I would redo the flooring here. I'm not a big fan of ever having carpet in Hawaii, just due to the humidity and as a vacation rental, how easily it can get dirty. But nice kitchen. Have window AC. Gas stove. So here's a doorway where you can separate the 2 units. And there's a better picture in just a moment. So this is a bedroom to the larger space. Again, here's that door you can shut. Separate entrance here. Nice kitchenette. This is a really nice unit, studio unit here. I mean, really quality. I just love that look of it. I think that would make a great secondary rental unit. And you also have your own lanai, private lanai. Yeah, beautifully done. I wish I had a client who would be interested in making an offer there, because I think that's a really good opportunity. These units I've seen sometimes rent above $700 a night, so they can, it's not the nicest building. There's really no common area amenities other than a laundry room, but they are very appealing just to the square footage for a lot of travelers. For so much space, they can really, units can sleep a lot of people. And last new unit, 2-bed, 2-bath penthouse over at Beach Villas in Kuilima, almost 1,300 square feet, priced at $2.65. If you're not familiar with Kuilima, it's over in West Oahu. Really a destination area. You have you have the Four Seasons, Alani Hotel. There's a Marriott, nice golf course here, some great restaurants. Once you're here, there's really no reason to go anywhere unless you want to go explore, but it has a great feel to this whole community. But you are a trek from Honolulu, Waikiki area. No traffic. It's going to take you 45 minutes to an hour. But morning time, traffic can be very heavy going to Honolulu, and afternoon after about 2:30, very heavy going back to West Oahu. So these great beaches all along the shoreline. One thing to keep in mind is that these beaches are open to the public, but public parking is very limited in this area. So rarely will you ever see these beaches really crowded. But great views, ocean views. These are some of my most favorite units of all for vacation rentals. But keep in mind that this building has a 6-night minimum for vacation rentals. And the common areas are beautiful. There's 2 swimming pools, really nice exercise room. There's a bar located down by one of the pools. Yeah, very quality. And the great thing about this unit, it has direct ocean views. Both these lots, there had been plans to develop. One was canceled due to COVID, but just to this location, eventually these are going to be developed. And so a lot of these units here on both sides right now have excellent ocean views, but at some point they're going to be obstructed. So the fact that this unit has direct ocean views that can't be obstructed, to me, gives a whole lot of value to that unit. Now moving on to sold. Ala Moana Hotel Studio, 161 days on the market, 158,000 cash. Another Ala Moana Studio on the 13th floor, 146 days on the market, 182,000 cash. Another one, Ala Moana Hotel on the 6th floor, 110 days on the market, 210,000 cash. Hawaiian Monarch Studio on the 19th floor, 9 days on the market, 330,000 cash, sold above list price. Trump Tower on the 15th floor studio, 4 days on the market. That's a quick transaction for Trump Kalahi. Sold for list price cash. Island Colony on the 22nd floor. This is a really nice unit. 16 days on the market, 390,000. That was cash. Kalakauan on the 5th floor, 1-bed, 1-bath. This is a record selling price. 34 days on the market. The last highest selling price point is 380,000, which just closed back in August. My opinion, the buyers overpaid here. And I'm really surprised that once this last unit closed at 380,000, they didn't try to renegotiate a lower price point. I did have a client look at this unit This seller also had a unit that sold off market for, I believe, $425,000 that a client make an offer on. But yeah, this is it's really hard to make the numbers work at this price point, in my opinion. Ritz-Carlton, 11th floor, 511 square feet studio. This is conventional financing, $485,000, 46 days on the market. Hawaiian Monarch, a 1-bed, 2-bath on the 33rd floor. It's a pretty nice unit. I toured this one, 36 days on the market, sold for $590. I don't think that's a bad price point. Ritz-Carlton studio, 12th floor, long time on the market, sold for $610,000 cash. Ilikai on the 25th floor, 1-bed, 1-bath, 6 days on the market, $770,000. This one has ocean views. And you're wondering why it sold for such a low price point. Again, that's on one of the floors where if you don't use the hotel's management services, you have to pay for the hotel's house cleaning services as well as maintenance services. Waikiki Banyan, 32nd floor. This is a good comp. 1-bed, 1-bath, 533 square feet, $853,000, 8 days on the market. Kuilima Estates West over on the North Shore, 1-bed, 1-bath, 658 square feet, $975,000. That's a really good price in my opinion. Trump Tower Kalahi, a 1-bed, 2-bath on the 23rd floor, 23 days on the market. Again, that's quite quick for Kalahi, 1.4 cash. And lastly, a 2-bed, 3-bath Trump Tower, 34th floor, 85 days on the market, 1.85. But boy, look at your monthly fees there. Pretty remarkable. And that's a wrap for this week. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this content, please give me a thumbs up or subscribe. And as always, any questions, contact me anytime. I'm here to serve you and happy to value any way I can. Aloha.